Here we are, episode 3 of the budget track build. We're inside.
We're in it.
Not a lot of it, is there?
No, no, there isn't.
Back to basics.
Not much space, but that's not what we bought it for, really.
No.
This is our 172 Cup. This is a Mark II Phase 2 Clio. About as stripped out and raw as you get in Clio terms.
Yeah.
This is a 2003 one. We'll look around the what you get with the Cup to start with. What don't you have?
Okay, for a start, we've lost 100 kilos from the standard model. That has come out of making the windows thinner, removing the air conditioning, removing the ABS pump and the traction control system, and obviously the lightweight seats. The seats aren't as nice as the standard ones.
Say lightweight, they're just cloth.
Yeah. But they're actually surprisingly comfortable,
yeah.
And quite supportive.
There's no Xenons.
No cruise control.
It's back to basics hatchback in here. This is the only luxury you get in this car is electric windows
and mirrors, which I was quite shocked about.
Yeah, the electric mirrors.
Yeah, so no, it's clean in here. I think we're on the original steering wheel. We'll look at that in a minute, show you the wear on the thumb grip, but otherwise it's pretty tidy. I mean, the bolsters on the seat aren't too worn. Yeah. We've got 78,000 on the clock, which is very low for what it is.
For the age of the car, 2003, there's not many lower than that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this one may not be a collector's car. It is a Cat D write-off. It was rear-ended about 4 years ago, but it's been repaired professionally. And to be honest, it's done a pretty good job. You can't see where it's been repaired.
Can't really see it at all. So we'll show you in a bit, but that's the reason why we got this car as cheap as it is. There's obviously the Cat D write-off on its marked on its name, but it's missing the original wheels. That's one of the things. So you get Speedline Turini wheels on this as standard, which are really lightweight. Yeah. Lightweight wheels, and this one's missing those. It's got similar looking replicas, but they're 15-inch wheels.
Mm-hmm. They're also missing the front splitter. That's another thing with the Cup. 172 Cup has the front splitter on the front bumper, and also slightly larger rear spoiler from memory. The rear spoiler's there, but we are missing the front splitter, but we will rectify that over time. Other
than that, this car is standard. There's no all the suspension standard, so you get lower, firmer suspension than a normal 172, slightly wider track. The brakes are all standard. I think it's got standard pads.
Yeah, it's about standard disc and pads, yeah.
It's got a standard exhaust, but there's a slight issue with that.
We'll go into in a minute.
We'll show you that. Other than that, for what it is a really clean car. And we paid £850 for this car.
But geez, it's a bargain. I mean, really even when we looked at it, I was like, I couldn't believe the car we got from over. Granted, it's got the Cat D against its name, but if it didn't have that, I think this car would be at least double, if not a bit more, than we paid for it. I think we're pretty happy with it, aren't we?
I love it.
Yeah, it's got its faults, but I think for what we want it for, and when we finish, it'd be great.
Yeah, it drives so well for an £850 car.
You couldn't go wrong.
You couldn't. Well, we thought so. We thought so. We'll show you what's happened in the last week or so. Yeah. So, on face value, the car had a rusty exhaust, which they all seem. Renault Clio exhausts are renowned for being rusty, so it wasn't the end of the world looking at a rusty exhaust. Probably a bit of life left in it. There was no life left in it.
No, it's had it.
There was 1 week's life left in it.
So as you can see, yeah, it's hanging down and it's snapped. I don't know if the camera can catch it. In there, look. That's the hole, unfortunately.
That's the fender. So as we mentioned earlier, this one's had a bit of rear end damage. Yeah. See what we can see.
Full-size spare wheel, which is good. I reckon it's
this bit.
It's under there.
It's under there. If we take this out,
it's a full-size spare wheel. Isn't actually that bad. I'm assuming it's here.
It's got to be under that pad,
hasn't it? Has to be. Yeah.
How bad it is, though, we don't really know. But it's not really creased up any other bits of the back.
I think we'll just leave that.
Yeah.
But if you look here, I don't know if I can put it up. All this looks pretty straight. For what we need it for, it's perfect, isn't it? There's a penny there as well. So
take that out for the weight, Ash. We don't need that in there.
Penny better off.
Non-standard wheels.
Non-standard wheels. They're not the Speedline Turanis, unfortunately, but they're 15s, which is sometimes a bonus. Not in great condition, and they've got shocking budget tyres on.
Ditch finders.
Front disc and pads look good.
Rears are not in great shape. The rears on these Cups apply such little pressure that you don't have to have them tested in an MOT. There's
there's an actual note there saying you don't need to test cup rear brakes because they do so little.
And you probably won't get a reading yet, which is probably why they've worn lips so badly due to lack of use. We haven't got the xenon headlights and they're a bit cloudy. We should be able to polish that out, to be honest, Rupert. It's mainly just the sun, isn't it? It's killing them. But that is our budget track car, our little Clio Cup 172.
Good starting point, I think. I think it's a great little car. Can't wait to get it on some twisty roads on the track.
Definitely.
A few things to do first, though.
Yeah, we got a few issues, but there's no problem. We expected issues, didn't we?
Yeah.
At least it's still running and the engine's not dropped out.
Touch wood. Next up is us addressing our exhaust issue and probably a few other little bits.
In our preparation for our first track day, I guess. Yeah. And that'll be filmed as well, so that'll be good. Yeah.
Stick with us, there's lots to come.
Cheers.